You know, it's these guys that are involved in charitable organizations. The thought behind it is beautiful. Like, wouldn't it be great if people donated all this money to charity and we could fix a lot of things? But what you're really doing in a lot of ways is you're pumping up the business of these charities. And then they pump up their advertising revenue, they pump up their social media profile, their campaigns, their this, their that. And then they get co-opted. They get co-opted by companies, corporations, pharmaceutical companies, different mandates and narratives that they'd like to promote. And next thing you know, charitable organizations are a part of the propaganda machine. And it's all being funded by enormous amounts of money. And most of that money does not go to the actual cause itself.
It sucks.
Have you ever seen the charts?
See,
pull up a chart of where the money goes. Try to find out see if there's a good chart that shows like
when I was
various like Red Cross, all these different
I
ones.
bumped into a nun once when I was going to Catholic school, and she told me that when people are looking for you for help, like when they're on the side of the street and they're asking you for help, that could be Jesus in disguise. So it fucked my world up. So I started donating as a kid. The first person I donated to was the black kid with the flies on him that they sent you the picture.
Yeah, Sally Struthers.
He wrote a letter. And
Kinnison had that bit about it.
And then I never got nothing after that. I'm writing letters. Nobody's writing me back. I want to know if the kid made it to the 6th grade. I was so fucking pissed as a kid. And then I would do the Heart Association walks. Like, that was my shit. And trust me, I skimmed off the top. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I would go to my mother's bar and I'd make them give me like $10 a mile. Come on.
Right.
You know, I would show up with like $3,000 and think I was a good kid. Finally, like after like the 3rd year, I'm like, they're going to get light this year. I'm making $3,000 fucking dollars here.
So look at the Red Cross. What's that?
I had it on a better website.
That wasn't too bad.
It's pretty small, though.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Let's see what we got here. What percentage?
It's Syracuse there.
Okay. So this shows you all the money that comes in and how much of it actually goes to programs and how much of it goes to administration and how much of it goes to fundraising. So Red Cross looks pretty fucking good. Red Cross shows it's like 90% of the money goes to programs. Only 3.5% goes to administrative and 6% goes to fundraising. So this is what we donated to. Remember when we did those shows in San Diego right after the fire? And I'm like, we can't take money from these people. They just had this massive fire. Let's just donate all the money. So we donated the money to Red Cross because that seemed to be the best one. St. Jude's, 72%. And then it gets, when you start going down the line, it starts getting sketchy.
Oh, most of these are, this one.
They're pretty good.
Wounded Warrior.
Wounded Warrior is a little weird.
34% back into fundraising.
Yeah, but you know, they still at least 60% of it, or close to 60% of it, goes to the actual programs. What's the worst ones though, Jamie?
Yeah, the worst ones was a different chart.
This is a different chart. I want to see the worst ones.
Oh, okay.
Those are good ones. Red Cross has always been thought of as one of the best ones.
The worst ones, I think.
In terms of the amount of money that actually goes to the cause.
I think. These are mostly UK charities, though.
Do they have American ones? Or worldwide ones? Let's see that one.
Where is it going?
That just shows what people are spending on.
How about worst charity?
The worst in terms of the amount of money that goes towards the cause.
This isn't
The top 10 worst charities. It says Kids Wish Network is number 1. Disabled police officers, 4.4% goes to program expenses, and 94% goes to professional fundraising fees. That's crazy. Disabled police officers counseling center, 94% of it goes to fundraising fees? That's bonkers.
These are in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Right away, you're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
I see what's going on. Look at the Cancer Survivors Fund. Hey, they survived. That's what they get. 9% goes to programs. 87% goes to fundraising.
And they also, I think a lot of times they make their name something close to like the good one. Like there's probably a really good firefighters foundation that's not.
Right. And they call themselves the Firefighters Charitable Foundation.
Yeah.
Only 7% goes to the program. 85% goes to professional fundraising fees. What does that even mean? professional fundraising fees, but a lot of them are like that. But you got to also think, if you're going to run a charity, you got to pay people something. Kids Wish Network, look at this. They raised $127 million. They paid to solicitors $109 million. And they spent percentage on direct cash aid to the actual kids is 2.5%. 2.5%. Look at the Cancer Fund of America. Less than 1% went to the actual thing, direct cash aid. But when this is direct cash aid and paid to solicitors, who's the solicitors? Who counts as a solicitor there? Does that mean paid to the organization? And then they only pay out that much to the people?
Soliciting costs. That'd be probably trying to buy
overhead.
Fundraising, yeah.
It's overhead. It's everything, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's mostly a scam. Look at the fucking International Union of Police Associations. Look at that one.
That's the reason I quit.
0.5%.
That's why I quit.
That's crazy.
I worked for the cops. That's when I found out. 3 years I worked for the cops, doing donations on the phone after I got arrested. I started in Boulder. And when I went to Seattle, I did it there. And then up in Seattle, I found out what the cops were getting. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. You give me $50, I'm giving you a sticker for the back of your cars. When you get pulled over, they know that you donate. And these guys were showing up in Maseratis every day, the two owners. And I'm like, fuck you.